Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode on the Lyfcraft server. As I mega smack that skeleton. But anyways, yes, on this episode I have a few things planned, and basically involves these right here. All these different flowers that we can get from bone milling the ground. Yeah, so I'm going to be placing a dye farm right over here. And I have it kind of marked out with this netherrack. The reason it's right here is it's actually pretty interesting. If we remember, wow, we have a rogue villager. We actually have a skeleton spawner that is right below this and just right back here. So we're going to take advantage of this. We're going to basically make this spawner active once again and have the skeletons move up, drop down, and basically do a basically drop chamber form. But we're going to also get their bones and everything else, and we're going to take their bones and use them for bone meal. But I don't think that's going to be enough bone meal for this farm. So what I also have planned is a few other things that's going to be placed in. It's going to have a composter set up and everything else. But I'm thinking right over here is a pretty good area for it. So, like right about here. I know it's going to be kind of close to this, but we can still put it over here. And yeah, this is basically where I was thinking of. Now, I don't want to get too close to over here, because these guys are still working, and I'm really going to have to figure out why this guy just picked up a profession. Oh, never mind. That makes more sense now. What happens when you leave things just laying around. Now, one other thing we could take a quick look at is our iron farm that is over here. And it's been working pretty well, I have to say. Like I said, we're actually having a lot of spawners around here. I have like 5 so far. In here, oh yes, there it is. Sweet sound of iron. Now we come in here and look, I actually kind of separate this a little bit. That's full of iron. That's almost full of iron. I can just kind of clear that stuff out. That hasn't been used yet, but you can see we're getting plenty of these. Yeah, this thing is actually doing quite well, I have to say. And I'm actually pretty impressed with that. I have plenty of iron for all my iron needs. Now, I can start taking down some of this stuff, and I'm probably going to have to lower this and maybe use slabs here. Like, put them on the bottom part, and just to keep the cats from spawning. Also, we're going to have to get these villagers that are kind of stuck in the ground. There's one here, and there's one somewhere else. It is a converted villager, so that was kind of interesting. Ooh, more bones. But, pretty much that's what I have planned for today, and I'm going to do my episode a little bit different than normal. You can see I'm kind of talking a lot more. Now what I'm going to do is basically I'm going to build the area and build the farm up and then bring you back, and I'll walk you through it for a little bit. But mainly I just want to get this stuff up and going. So because of me having a dye farm, I think it's about time I actually have a way to get the dyes I need. So let me come back in a few seconds, well, for you guys, in a few minutes for me, and start kind of laying the groundwork for this. All right, everybody. Something I did not realize was the fact that this thing is still spawning skeletons, and we're gonna light it up using these end rods. It looks like they're spawning in the air. So, best thing I can think of doing is attaching a few end rods here and there, just to make it a little safer. I didn't think they could actually spawn that way. Go. You can see there's still a few more blocks left. And yeah, no, I can't get those. Always hated that whenever you're missing a few blocks and it doesn't show up until after you get done. Okay, more end rods. There we go. That should work for the time being. Yeah. I don't have to worry about them spawning. That was quite interesting. I just started walking out here, about to go to bed, sleep away the night, and next thing I know, I got shot in the back of the head. I think the arrow's gone. But yeah, I got shot in the back of the head. So let me go ahead and get the rest of this set up, and we'll be back in just a moment. I thought that was kind of interesting. Hopefully you guys like that little segue. I need to set down my bed. All right, everybody, I have the chamber ready. What's going to happen is they're going to basically, well, I can throw that. That did not go as I planned. Let's see if I can get out a little bit further. Basically, they're going to spawn, pop in the water, and then they're going to hit a certain spot and start moving. And yeah, I have stairs right here, so that's a bad example. Actually, I'll use myself as an example. Say they spawn all the way over here. They're going to spawn. They're going to slowly move. It's not going to be like the fastest thing in the world. Let's go ahead and speed this up a little bit. Just walk a little bit. See how I'm not getting stuck on anything. And then right when they get to this edge is where it gets to be interesting. Is they're going to probably bunch up a little bit. But hopefully it won't be too bad. And once they get to this section right about here, they should get ready to fall off. Not counting all the other ones that are going to be pushing them. And they're going to fall off and possibly land in this stream right here. Ooh, well, it doesn't help I have Depth Strider on. So basically, let's see. I might have to redo this a little bit. If they're going to stop right here. Let's see. And yeah, there we go. They're going to go into here, go down that chamber, and pop up out on the other side. So let's go ahead and figure out where we're going to put these this chamber at, where they're going to fall at. But basically, we got that long tube right up there. And I'm thinking of just having them drop out the back. Just right there. So I'm going to have to go ahead and pillar up and get a few things ready for them to basically start spawning, and then we'll test it out. All right, I think it's about time we just test to make sure this thing's going to work. Go ahead and hop down here. Still pretty early in the day. Oh, it's time to start removing torches. That's going to be the fun part. Yep, let's see how many times I get shot at. Get these outer ones done first. Starting to get kind of dark. We're just going to... Hopefully it's not too bad. Okay. Ooh, the only one I didn't think about was the one on top. Oh, really? Well, at least we know that part works. Now we just need our pickaxe. Kind of clean up our little mess. Yeah, I have Depth Strider, guy. Have fun with that. Ow. He has good aim. What the heck? Floating torch. Ooh, I'm actually getting hit a little bit. Oh, I left one torch. Alright. Oh. Eat up a little bit. Wow, it looks like I have one right in the eye. Nope. In the chin. Let's go get that last torch. Let's actually get our arrows out. Okay. Last one. Get that. Hurry up and get over here. Yep. Nope. Don't you dare. I'm just not having any luck right now. Okay. There we go. It is done. Ooh, that came by right by my head. All right. Let's see how many arrows I have in me. Oh, yeah. I have a few. Just a few. All right. Let's see how that's going on over here. I haven't seen any come up here yet. Well, it seems like we're getting something. Let's see if we can see one of them come up. Oh, there we go. One doing a little dance. And... perfect. That's giving us a decent amount of bones. So that's going to be nice. I'm trying to see how well this works in just a little bit. So let me go ahead and start setting up the rest of the stuff I'm going to need for the flower farm and see how well this works. All right, everybody, there's a little bit of a flaw. I thought the ones that had this much armor would pretty much be dead as well, but apparently not. So there is an option we can do, and I'm going to have to go get... oh, there's another one. A few things. Oh, that didn't last long. Let me go ahead and go grab a magma block. All right, everybody, just a little bit of a progress update. I noticed right over here, I don't know if this is going to cause much of a problem, but over here, it's actually a wooden hill. So I don't think the bone mill trick's going to work as well over here. So I kind of built it over here. And I'm kind of trying to keep things out of view right now because with me being over here, my skeleton farm isn't going to work. So the bone mill idea, and there goes the spinning one, isn't going to work quite right. So what I'm thinking of doing is this monstrosity over here. And trying to keep an eye on the day. This is a sugarcane farm. Now, this thing by itself should produce about 8,000 sugarcane an hour. So hopefully that's going to be enough to get this all set up. I'm going to show you this. Both these designs are Illmangos. I will leave a link in the description for both of them. I think it's kind of cool adding both of them together. And this is going to be a lot bigger build than what I was expecting. But, endless supply of all the dyes. That was a complete fail on that one. But this is basically what I'm doing, and I will, like I said, I'll leave a link in their description for both these designs. But yeah, this should be quite interesting. I have most of this set up. All I have to do is set up the wiring, and, well, I guess that worked. But all I have to do is set up the wiring for it, and I'll probably come back right after I get done with that. Oh, all right, everybody, I have it completely built. There is 32 composters sitting right here, so that's quite a few. Let's see if this can actually keep up. This is supposed to produce about 8,000 sugarcane an hour, and this is Illmango's design. Same thing with the flour. I haven't mentioned that already. But this should keep up. I did put it like a little glass wall. I'm actually going to put some more right around here. Just so things don't fly out everywhere. That's probably for the best. Ooh. Can't put one right there. Dang. Yeah, I didn't think about that till just now. Well. But pick that up. We're going to keep it like this, though. The glass should have ended up like right around here-ish. Yeah, there we go. Let's go ahead and turn this thing on and see how well this works. It does hurt the frames just a little bit looking at it, but when you're looking away, it's not too bad. Give it a moment to catch back up. There we go. So this thing will be running. I can't really see anything yet. Let me lock these hoppers real quick. Kind of walk away a little bit. That little dinging noise is gonna get a little annoying. Trying not to walk too far away. Okay, let's grab a couple of redstone blocks. That should work. Need to figure out which one's doing that and stop it. Okay. Those should be kind of stopped for the time being. I'm gonna let this run for a little bit and see what I come up with, alright? Alright everybody, I was testing to see how well this thing was actually working because it only seemed to be using 2 of the composters, which is kind of weird, but it is keeping up with the amount it's supposed to. If I flick these back on, it'll sit there and just drain it. It's only really working on 2 composters at a time. So I think it's kind of interesting. It takes that much to pretty much fill a composter, but we are producing a decent amount of bone meal, so to speak. I mean, free bone meal, it's not too bad. I mean, we can combine both systems, and yeah. So next thing I need to do is work on wiring that up to where it will go into a sorting system and possibly repurpose some of these composters to basically do the seeds and everything that are going to come from the flower farm. But this is working pretty well. I mean, I have no complaints on it. And plus, if I ever want extra sugar cane, I got it. You can see how it's actually already went through all those stacks already. So, like I said, I can run this. It's not going to be completely self-sufficient because, like I said, that I will go through it in just a matter of seconds with that machine. So let's go ahead and turn this thing off. And yeah, here we go. But other than that, it works great. Go ahead and remove these blocks down here. And I'll show you guys what it's going to do. Pretty much, actually, I dropped a concrete block right there. Alright, so that is, let's see. The other machine's only been running for about 10-15 minutes. So we got a decent amount of bone meal in there. And this is a lot of area to back up. So the good thing is for my wither skeleton farm, I can take some of the bones from there and repurpose it in here. So we have, let's just take it down out that 1 stack. So we have 4 stacks. All I have to do is come over here and flip this thing on, which the switch is right down here. And pretty much you can see it making a ton of seeds and everything. And this is just from a few seconds. And I'll show you actually how much bone meal we went through. Look at that. So take out the 25. And yeah, it went through almost a whole stack of bone meal in just a few seconds. But the amount of seeds is just, and plants are just outrageous. Go ahead and kind of hop up here. Actually, let me clear out my inventory and I'll show you what I mean. Okay. Go ahead and clear out anything that could possibly clog up. So, look at this. So we're getting quite a few different types of plants. And some of the other ones we can pretty much do on our own. I like the fact that I am getting a ton of other plants. Got a lot for light gray though. That's the only catch-22. And this should produce almost all the plants I need. Or all the dyes, but we're going to have to let this run for a little bit. And I'm going to let this thing fill up my inventory. So I'll come back in a few minutes. Ooh, this is laggy. Whenever I get done. All right, everybody. This is about 5 stacks of bone meal. Now, I already have some in my inventory. Let's go ahead and just throw them out. There's only one downside I am seeing. The only one I could possibly really need is the blue one. My inventory is already full of seeds, everything else. These can turn into blue dye, and all these can be turned into gray dye, which both will be actually useful. So I'm probably going to filter out the poppies and the dandelions, but I'm not seeing any tulips in here. I mean, there's none at all. In fact, we can run over here real quick and throw all the ones that we don't need in the system. And we'll set up a little filtering system over there. I also noticed this video is getting kind of long. Go. Get rid of those. And that should keep it busy for a minute. But yeah, so far I've noticed there really isn't much of a use behind this, besides hurting my frame rate a little bit. Look at that. That is so many things, it's not even funny. And basically, I'll probably go with the standard 2-high flowers, and we'll set up a bone meal system for that. Like I said, I have that Wither Skeleton farm, so that's going to help out quite a bit in that aspect, because we got tons of bone coming in from there. But like I said, look at that. I just barely walked by and filled it up. But this is a good way to actually recycle our flowers or seeds that we don't need and make them back into bone meal, so we're not using this system as much. And I'm starting to run out of room for all the rest of them, so that's not that big of a deal. You can see I'm getting a lot of these gray ones, which I am actually going to be using light gray quite a bit in the next few builds. So this will come in handy for that. So I'll probably, like I said, filter out all the rest of them. So we can just grab all the ones that we want to get rid of. There we go. So out of all the flowers that we just had, and I've been running back and forth, it's a tedious process. And I do not see the sun. Okay, it's over there. Okay, that one's gone. Go. Out of all those flowers, though, we're not going to be left with very much. You can see I just picked up all of them. Yeah. So this is what I'm going to keep out of this. Now, I do actually have, if we come back over to the main base, right in here, one of these chests right here. We have the rose bushes, we have the lilacs and the peony. We have the peony and the sunflower. So we have the yellow and the other colors. See, with these pink and magenta. So that will help us out quite a bit in that. And we also have the red. We can make the white with bone meal. So we're set with that right there. There's only 2 other colors I can think of making. That would be brown, which we'll get from cocoa beans, and green, which we'll get from cactus greens. So this system is going to stay in, but I'm going to have to make a decent sized cactus farm over here-ish. Or maybe we'll put the cocoa bean farm over here. And maybe the giant cactus farm right over here, right in front of this. Kind of make it a unique shape. And then we'll start working on actually getting all this set up. But one thing I did find kind of strange is the fact that I wasn't getting tulips. Now, tulips, you should be able to get anywhere. Go ahead and take out I'll take out about... Oh, they already filled up. There you go. 8 of them. Now, if we go over here, might be like where it's located at. If that's so, that's actually not good for me. I built that monstrosity over there. If I bone meal over here, look, I got a tulip. I have bone meal all over there and not gotten a single tulip. See, I guess it might be depending on where you're at on the area. Because area, we got white tulip, which oddly turns into another gray dye. So I'm not too worried about that one. This one, it is the pink tulip. We can get that easy. And there is the red one, which, hey, red dye. Oh, it's the first time I've actually picked one of those up. And let's see, we got white, and we got the orange. So those I can manufacture pretty easy with the 2 high flowers. So we're just going to go ahead and go with that. I'll set up a system, a really easy system, right over here-ish, maybe against this wall, and have it being shut out. This is all going to go into a central area for storage. I'm thinking maybe up against this wall right here. That might be a good area. Have everything just kind of loop around and go into here. Now the bone meal, I am thinking of actually just taking the bone meal that is produced from this, from the seeds and everything, and making that into white dye. So that's an idea. I think it was kind of bad luck where we got picked at, because see, I'm not getting much of anything over here. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you like the new idea of me just basically building these weird contraptions off camera and then bringing you guys back. I'm going to be trying a few different things, see what works and what doesn't. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Any comments or anything you want to put down in the comment section, feel free to. And don't forget to also check out all the other YouTubers that are down below. Their list is... Wow, I completely messed that up. I messed up my own outro because of that skeleton. We're going to blame the skeleton. But yeah, if you guys don't mind checking out all the other great people down below. There's some awesome content creators. And until next time, this is LyfCrafters saying take it easy. Later.